We are back in Sangal versus Let Us Cook. And they didn't do much cooking in the first map. A little bit, but they maybe fumbled the recipe towards the end, burned the result, and Sangal come out on top. Now, Overpass. It's Let Us Cook's pick, but I'll be honest, based on what we've seen from Sangal in the past, I'm not sure how much of an advantage this is going to be for LuC.
Comes in contact. Is there a flashbang? Here it comes. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. 2 down. Snags thankfully with a trade. But that flashbang was,
Look at the flank.
picture perfect.
Look at the flank. Panics is going to be here. They know everybody's here. They're finding so much damage off of this. Now they cannot bail out. Everybody's here for the defense. This is such an ideal situation for Sangal. They just need the kills now. And they're finding them left, right, and center. Just Bialy. They know where he was, and he's just got no health for the fight. A headshot to boot. That is full control for Sangal.
Big round. Big round. So it's going to be an eco from Let Us Cook. And I'll take this eco to share something funny, Mike. So, in the BCSA group chat, which has all the teams in it, this is the British Counter-Strike Association for those unaware, and of course, Breach just made the major quarterfinals. Put a message in, just like congratulating them, and I got a reply from Mezzy saying, "Stop rubbing it in."
Oh no, poor Mezzy.
And now everyone's laughing at him.
Poor Mezzy. Finally frees himself from UKCS, just for UKCS to ascend. Turned out he wasn't, the promised prince to lead them to the future. Maybe he was the sacrificial martyr.
Yes.
His pain.
Yes, exactly. He was the first to
top.
foray into the major playoffs. Minus death. And indeed, he has fallen on his sword. It was he's fallen on his sword for the greater good. It was either one UK player in playoffs or 3, and he's done the noble thing as he should do as in the BCSA board. In his contract.
His contract, eh?
Contract
with a kill?
UK.
Skunk's in a really tough spot here. Oh my goodness, run. What is this? Decent damage out of it. Certainly stalled out a lot of time. But he found himself in a situation he couldn't quite bail out of still. Knowing that everybody was there, Panics is taking all of this real estate. How far did he take this? That's too far. That is too far, Panics. And then still just pushing. Soulfly next up. This is madness.
Stop,
Alan,
stop.
What is happening? He's allowed to back off. And a smoke will give him the opportunity to do so.
What an odd round so far. Let Us Cook have not moved more than like 5 meters.
Yeah, I can understand wanting to get a bit aggressive with the rifles, but you would normally expect, like, okay, let's put both of those MP9s on the fountain push. Instead, it's everywhere, everything all at once. They watched the movie and they felt inspired.
Indeed. One thing they have done is, this clock is already real low.
No, it's a problem.
QB's got information. We're leaning over towards B. It's the right stack for Sangal, and there's not a lot of wiggle room here if you Let Us Cook. You need to go right now.
There's still utility because they haven't had to expend it now. Now they're burning what they've got. There's counter nades out. They can drop a body here. It becomes very tough to get this bomb planted. Has to happen, and the bomb's dropped. It's over. There already wasn't enough time when that kill came in, and now there certainly isn't. Snacks, can he avoid getting clocked? Yes, he can. They're more concerned with getting guns up on the CT side, but still, that's going to be a very disappointing one for Let Us Cook, and it puts them in a really awkward spot. You've got the hero AK into this round by virtue of it having saved, so do you chase the buy and go for another force buy around this?
They did in map 2. Map 1, sorry, right at the start, didn't they? But this time, not the same approach, just the one save on Snacks, and he'll hope he can find a window, find some openings.
QB's just chewing up all this ground, all this real estate, just loving a push.
I know,
Oh,
they
yeah,
push
actually,
B every round.
Just to hide that he's here. But, it's gonna work out for them. Now pushing on through.
I mean, they've got a rifle. There's only 2 on the site. There's a flashbang on Bialy, if this is well placed. Here it comes. Might be a window. Soulfly set up. What a shot! Oh my lord. Thank God Scrunk is hitting some too. That deagle shot, that I felt that in every orifice in my body, Mike. That was amazing.
Boy. All right. Every orifice, he says. Bialy might be making you feel a little something else. Give you some more sensations, but the problem is going to be getting back to that bomb with Kory now babysitting it. Got an idea that he might be there, that he should be there, that he probably will be there. And now he certainly knows, but still getting it done with the farmhouse is a different story, and he's only got 19 seconds with which to do so. Gonna have to brave the AWP or the farmhouse, one or the other. Picks his fight with a rifle. Can't quite chase this, but now 10 seconds. The AWP's now posted, and they're just trying to stall him out. They know he has to stick. He knows they have to stick, and it's all over. Kory, well done, toying with his food there.
That's a hell of a try for a half-buy. Wow, what a deagle shot. But no conversion. No conversion. And fortunately for the Sangal guys, they did keep the other rounds clean, which means they've got plenty of money in reserve. Map pick here from Let Us Cook. Just based on recent form, on the stats, what we can see, it feels like a pretty even map between these teams, and we certainly hope Let Us Cook being their map pick for a decent T-side haul in the end.
Like one of the things we're seeing here. Ooh, that's a little bit of a fumble there for Kory. Had the spacing, had the idea that a player might be coming through. Bialy catches him, and now the AWP can't stick around. Takes a shot, drops. Good damage. Bialy lucky to be alive. Still, that's going to be unconfirmed. In the meantime, they're taking space up construction. Sangal have been so ambitious with some of these pushes. And, I mean, to this point, it's been mostly paying off. Let's see if this one costs them. Long secured. Ground gained. Flashbang's just being tossed out in retreat for a Sangal, but it's just to get them onto that next angle. It's not really giving them too much, and you can tell they don't have information apart from the flank on Soulfly. Oh my goodness, Soulfly. Speaking of pushes, he's worked his way all the way around. Soulfly, what are you going to find here? Just stalling out the take with util, and now Soulfly knows he's got to. He's going to take what he's got. He's going to move forward. Oh, damage onto the third as well. Confirmation of the presence here. Everybody's in, and they know it. The first one dropped, the second as well. It's full disaster here for Let Us Cook. Once again, their slow pace of play is their undoing.
Starting to crumble, isn't it? Almost nerve-wracking that their best rounds have been on the pistols and the saves. It's been getting frisky. Panix is playing well. Soulfly continuing where he left off. On that first map, Scrunk, the player we normally look towards to be more of a supportive element, is a bit of a monster so far as well. These chefs need to get something cooking them right now. Nothing's coming to a boil.
Drunk. Doesn't have enough bullets for that last one. Still, team set up decently, and the tags on the snack's going to make that even tougher. Panix hearing all this is very cheeky doing this with the USB, but it's going to work. It's going to work for him. I think the primary difference that I'm seeing right now between what we saw in Ancient and what we're seeing here is it feels like the respect is just completely gone. Maybe too far gone. That was bold from Panix. Yes, he had the bomb, but he had no teammates close at hand. He didn't need to commit like that. No, what does Snacks have for us? Nothing. He has nothing. But it just feels like the respect is completely out the window here, Alan. They're pushing everything. They're taking every fight on the Sangal side.
Absolutely. I mean, Panic's pushing in there on the USP. That was pretty wild. They are losing a lot of numbers against these pistols. It's not necessarily the cleanest Counter-Strike from Sangal, which... Yeah, there's still a lot of this first half to be played. It could still cause problems, but at least in these gun rounds, Let Us Cook. I mean, have they had a round where they've been in 3-on-3 when it's late? I think they did on the first gun round where they went B, but apart from that, they've consistently lost numbers during their defaults, and well, that is not a fun way to play Counter-Strike on the T side of Overpass.
No, certainly not. So we did on Ancient see a big run back for Sangal. Maybe Let Us Cook can do the reverse. The difference there is so many of the rounds were very close. Doesn't feel like we've necessarily had the same. The numbers are whittling down for Sangal, but they always seem to be in the advantage. Run boost out long. Flashbang to set it up. Here we go. No one at home. But Scrunk is close at hand. Scrunk and Kory. And QB not far either, so this is going to be an interesting fight here as they start to take this ground towards long. There's the flashbang. But Scrunk set up for the anti-flash, and they've got the first, the second as well. Bomb dropped, committed.
They're just so flat, these rounds, aren't they? Again, we're losing numbers on the defaults. Panics is moving, catches the B player. And we're just left with two. Sound is trying to catch a player falling back to the bomb site, but these Sangal players should just be steadfast. They don't need to move. They can just wait for some confirmation. Sound creeps up. It does actually get a good duel. Kory is looking towards the toilets proper. But QB goes unchecked. They have no idea. They have absolutely no idea. Flash will hold him off for a second. But not to be. Fiend goes down 2, and 7 in a row for Sangal. We need some pauses because this is getting out of control.
I mean, if anything, that flash even just set him up better in bathrooms, right? Because instead of just getting the one kill, he waits and sees the second player as well. It's disastrous. It's disastrous. They're getting bullied. They really are getting pushed off of any control that they establish. The fights are being dictated by Sangal. It just feels like Sangal's taking the initiative in every round, you know? Like, Sangal is dictating where the engagements come through. You're not even getting towards the site for an execute for Let Us Cook in most of these rounds. Looking very out of their depth here.
And even though Ancient went by the wayside, they played some good rounds. They made it compelling. Got in a lot of competitive situations, and it's a little bit deflating that this is how it's come out on map 2 so far. But equally, on the Sangal side of things, yes, the very start of Ancient was rough, but they got their act together. By the end, they were looking sensational on the CD side. And CS is definitely a little bit frisky, but their proactivity, panics on the move, the different opening, little setups and plays they're making have just been excellent so far. And I see no reason to change the script if you're Sangal. Keep doing that.
Much more passive from them this round, so they have changed it up a little bit. They've given up a ton of space. We haven't seen any of the aggro pushes. You know, nothing at Fountain, nothing at B main just yet. They're anticipating a B rush with the 3-man lean. It's going to be the bathrooms once again, and there's the first find. Panic spots it. He's able to get away. Utility sailing in, though. This position from Kory could be huge. Oh, missed opportunity there for Panics. It's a little bit helter-skelter now, and he's going to get caught. That was him living up to his name. That was the full Panic setting in, but they're not clearing long. Blitz. Oh, you have to know that there's not been a clear. Well, they do have a bomb plant here. This should not be a round. Friend with who you can. But on a 1v2, it's just not viable with the Deagle. Plenty of time for the defuse. That is one of Let Us Cook's more successful rounds yet.
Their pistol rounds are the better rounds. I mean, if you look at this round in isolation, 3 kills from a half-buy. You got it into a 1-on-2 momentarily. You got a bomb plant. In isolation, it's a result. You're damaging the money. You're bolstering your own. You feel like you can be in a good position, but this is a half of moral victories. A moral victories only for Let Us Cook. No round wins, no conversions. Gun rounds have been woeful. And I mean, at what point do they just throw caution to the wind and get ultra aggressive because their slow defaults have not worked whatsoever? It's the fast pistol plays that are gaining them space, and when you let Panic set up and just take his duels, it plays well. When you put him under a massive pressure like that, you entice a much higher chance of mistakes.
Damage exchange here early on. A bit more of a default spread for Let Us Cook, though those always boded well. Let's just clearly trying to draw focus or anticipating the aggression out, right? Just spam through the monster tunnel. But it is A that they're working in the meantime. Double presence in con. They're waiting for aggression out construction. Trying to punish that, but eventually they'll have to give this up. I mean, there's a minute on the clock, and you've got all this positioning here for Snacks. All of this ground. Appendix is going to get caught. Oh, he sees the player! He didn't see it!
What
he
happened?
Didn't see it! Flicked around too fast. What is happening here? Now they've got A, and Kory's going to have to try and recover. That is a huge head scratcher. But Kory can catch the bomb. Kory's going to catch the bomb. Oh my god, he's got the bomb. Alan, he's got the bomb.
It's only 30 seconds. It's only 30 seconds.
Oh god,
no.
They have to recover it. Now, do they go B? Do they go B or they go A? They have a decision to make. They're going to go B.
So where's got the bomb?
He's just dropped the bomb. He wants to be the tip of the spear, but he's going to get caught here. Has no idea, and now he's dead. Now they have to contend with Soulfly. They know where he is at least. But the rotation is on. The smokes are in, and QB's got the kill, and it's just all gone to pot. Let Us Cook. They had the damn site. They got the damn kill. They got everything you could possibly want. And still, they can't get the bomb on the site. They can't get it planted. They can't win a round. This is disastrous.
Oh, I can only laugh at that one. That one is...
This is like cooking, except they've lit the curtains on fire. They've burned the roast. They're setting off every smoke alarm.
And they keep doing it as well. That's the funny thing is, the house is already on fire, and they're just lighting up more pans. Oh my lord! Or they're cooking. You know, they're using gasoline instead of olive oil or something. I don't know what's going on here.
First kill goes the way of Soulfly. Gonna try and chase that in, but with the Molotov down, Soulfly's in a great position, and even a flash can't save sound. It feels like it's desperation now, right? Let Us Cook have been blanked in so many of these rounds that they just know they need something, and they're just starting to have that telltale smell of desperation. So they did get a kill back in this one, but the spam is going to lose them Snacks, and I mean, again, this just looks like one where they're pretty much completely stalled out. Bit of a mistimed flashbang means that, fortunately, for the moment, at least Bialy lives. But it won't be long. And now you have Friend on 17 HP trying to make anything of a hopeless situation.
As a reminder, guys, loser is eliminated from the tournament. We have a double elimination bracket here in the EU region. And this is not looking good for Let Us Cook. They are very soon going to be 6 rounds from elimination. And this sort of event matters for them. I mean, they're not going to get the most opportunities. They're not going to get the most invites. And even just from a perspective of making it further, taking down some big names, getting some ranking points, it's all good. It's all good for them. And they are not going to get a lot of ranking points at the rate this is going. This has been an absolute catastrophe.
Counter-terrorists win.
Oh, and we're going to take a quick little break. Well, just a little pause there. Maybe that'll fix everything for Let Us Cook. They've got the weaponry. Well, not much of it, to be honest. It's Tech-9's. A single AK. But the faster rounds, the pistol rounds, have done them well. Let's see if they can do it here. Initial survey says they've been largely rebuffed on their first push. But they do at least have some space in towards construction if they want to take it.
Well, it is an alien.
Tough spot.
It is an alien from Sangal, so if they get this bomb in towards B anytime soon, maybe there's a chance.
Look at the Ollie. Is anyone watching this party push?
I think Panics is holding the. It's mainly holding the playground line, but he should get the frag anyway.
Reposition
he already hears this.
Off. No, they're fine. They're fine though. Kory's ready for it. He's wise to it. There's a moment there where that could have gotten real weird. But it's all good. Still, they got a toehold in towards B. Problem is now the numbers are rotating in, having gotten that kill, having seen no response. They've got 4 players watching in towards the site, so they're ready with the bodies online. Space taken, utility is good. Snax is here in the water, but he can't make anything of it. Blitz is 1 frag. Well, a second is going to be all they get. Bomb down at least. But at this point, moral victories, bomb plants, these are just not worth it anymore.
We need rounds. We need rounds. And yeah, that was a half buy, but gotta find something somewhere at some point. I mean, just look at the frag count for Let Us Cook. It's pretty dire. Not to blame anybody individually. I think they've lost us as a team for sure. There's no doubt about it. Sangal have pushed them all over the map. They've never been able to call themselves out of scenarios. They've never been able to default together as a team. That's been the real letdown here. And Sangal is just playing with their food. I mean, they're so confident. They're not scared here to call another 3A round after showing it in the previous. They can do no wrong. And they haven't yet. What's the plan? What is the plan? And you saw Panic. You knew Panics was on that angle last round.
I mean, the plan at this point seems to be flail. Hurt yourself in confusion.
It's hardly awe-inspiring as well when your major champions are the ones to go down first like that. Oof. We're doing our best to make this entertaining, but unfortunately, the game right now is not delivering. Sangal are mauling them. I guess the Soulfly thread is fun. I think, surely this guy ends up on Eternal Fire at some point, right? Surely.
Maybe. I mean, with the way that team makes roster changes, I don't know if you want to get on that carousel. Every player goes in and out and in and out over and over and over again. I think there's more stability here.
I don't know. I think if you get the opportunity to play with the better team, gotta look at it competitively. What is the other route? To go to a mouse sort of team? Pretty big jump.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. You're already, you know, in an international roster here. Gamers Legion, the Mouse, and OG.
Gamer Legion might be a shout, actually, yeah.
Yeah, these are all teams which, you know, I mean, the international model is doing pretty dang well now. Go join Endpoint. That gets you an end spot, I think, within a year.
I said improve your career, Mike. Oh, I don't care anymore.
Hey! Shoutouts VCSA.
Listen, Endpoint's not a UK team, so I can say what I want. They're international. If anybody chats anything bad about Into the Breach, then I know where you live.
Then you fight them. Oh, we got an opener! We got an opening pick here for Let Us Cook.
Let's go!
Hold on, we might get around.
There's still 3B, though. There are still 3B in defense, so hold your horses for a second.
Definitely not a definite.
But it's better than anything else.
It's the best it's been.
We will hold on to our crumbs of comfort.
Look at Soulfly. What's he gonna do? He's a flashbang. How does this work? All right, only for one. only
But he was
for
low
one,
HP.
still.
It's not a horrid trade, and he gets the information. Kory's continually pushing through toilets.
They're stalling out for the moment. Is this a boost on the other side? They've abandoned it if it were. I don't think it was. They're a risky boost to go for late. Friend is making full noise on this. He's gonna get caught. How is he not dead? How is he not dead? Finally, okay, it does come through. Kory nearly fumbling that opportunity. So now they know at least it's not 3 and B, I guess, and that's gonna funnel them through because they've got no other options. There's just not enough time to rotate and clear things out and try and figure out the A site. Instead, they're gonna go quiet on this. I don't mind it. Now the utility sails through. Now the confirmation in on the hit. It's all on the QB. He's just tucked himself in the corner. They don't. He's here though. He hasn't made the noise, and there's the kill coming through. So down to the 2v2. Still the best chance for Let Us Cook this entire dang half. And Bialy in place. Both have been quiet fine this round. Looking good for it. All under Kory now. What's he got? Running out of time for the defuse. No smoke to cover it off. He knows he needs the kill, and they're giving him nothing. So it seems like Let Us Cook are finally getting on the board, and actually, Kory's gonna save. He wants to bait out the damage. I mean, kills are actually useful here, but it is finally going to be around on the board here for Let Us Cook. They've done it. They've done it now.
They've done it. I mean, rounds are rounds, but it is a tad Pyrrhic, isn't it? Because look at the buy. Gonna be Galil's on Blitz and Sound. But yeah, I mean, that's infinitely better than 0 rounds, so I guess you'll take it. Wow. A good entry, I guess. Soulfly tries to make a play. Can't blame him massively. It's worked for a lot of other times in this half. But he did go into a lot of players, so trade's always going to be tricky. Look at that. The kill from Snacks in the 3-on-3 was enormous, wasn't it? When he killed the player in water right at the start. Panics. Oh, aggressive. Top spawn on long. Bialy hits the deck, and again, Let Us Cook. 1 step forward and 10 steps back. This is not looking good.
Oh, the jump up. Soulfly. Can't quite find the player in smoke. A chance to maybe beat through, but now they're losing the bodies. This time they're disintegrating. Snacks find some sort of damage, but there's still so many alive on the other side. And you're tucked in the corner. Snacks had no idea. Oh, Soulfly, the transfer. Flicking madly, wildly, leaves Sound alone, but Sound takes Panics down low. And there's time. There's time to operate. He can actually leave. He could take this towards A. That's exactly what he's going to try and do. Panics is wise to this shenanigans, but he's got the USP out. I don't know that that gun's going to be sufficient here. Sound, ironically, has cut noise. So now he slips up towards A, and this should get him a bomb plant. No guarantees in the post, but a chance at least to make this a round. And
Check out
Kory
already on the move. Up to Divider.
He knows something's
This is
up.
very early. I don't think Sound's going to know.
Knows something stinks. So the question is, does he go into bank? If he goes into bank, he's got a real chance of this. If he bails out the other side, it's disaster. And it is going to be Panics, of all things, with the USP through the fence, who confirms the kill.
I thought that was Kory.
Nope.
I thought it was Kory.
Yeah, I thought through the
Ridiculous.
dice box too, but then I see the USP up there, and that's unreasonable. I'd already tagged
catch
him,
him,
knew he
right.
was low. Finishing it off.
And they've had some compelling rounds here. That was another one of them. Which, if you intertwined that with a couple gun round wins, Sangal have no money. I mean, look at their money now. It's not good. You'd expect a lot more money for a 13-1 half. So, the scoreline is a tad deceptive, but Let Us Cook in these late scenarios minus that one round. Just can't get these rounds into a good position really in the first place and never can convert. And best case scenario now is 2. If there's any universe where they're still in this series, well, that's a requirement. Absolutely.
Kory, big pick. Oh, he's here. Kory, Thor's blown off. No idea that they were further out. He must have thought he had a player peeking up short to be that confident. So a 1-for-1 trade here is not a bad thing. Let me check this boost. Snacks looking for the fight. Play back pillar, not giving him the look he was looking for, and this is a long time to hold. Long time to hold the boost. Oh, QB's gonna go look. Now, did they get the audio queue? They did. They know the players are here. QB should know there's a second as well, but the Molotov will at least get the trade. Maybe a bit helter-skelter in the comms, but you know, it's 13-1 up. Just a bit excited. Down to the 2-on-2. Let us go seek 2.
Oh, no.
But just on the friend. The timing is brutal. What do you got for us, friend? Time for a clutch. 25 seconds with which to do it. Ooh, spotting on barrel. Knows where the player is. Gets the first. But it's down to the 1. Down to the 1. He's trying to bait at the shop. Needs to plant this. Does so indeed. And it's onto the sidearm for Panics. It's been so good. And he's got it here, too. Headshot to boot. Plenty of time for the defuse. The 14-1 for Sangal secured.
break up, don't speak for a couple of weeks. I'll be in his place till he calls and says he's sorry. This situation's on repeat, just like a scratch on a CD. It just gets deeper when you hit rewind. How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and he's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you, hurt you when you're sick of crying all your tears away. Is that all I am? All I want is for you to be happy. You know this ain't healthy. Do I make you happy? How many nights will you make this decision? Nights ending tears and it's blurring your vision. You know he don't love you. What you holding on to? Scream through the phone even though he won't listen. So I'm still at your place, trying to make it okay. He's miles away, I'm left here with you. Say that you just need someone caring for you. When will you see me more than you rescue? I'm doing everything he doesn't do, but I'm still not enough. Even your parents know I'm good for you, but I'm still not enough. You wanna be done with him, you're stuck with him, 'cause you don't have the guts. And after all I've done, I'm still not enough. Still at your place, trying to
Well, this one could be quick, Alan. Up a map, up 13 rounds. Sangal won the pistol. Time to get out of here.
14-1 CT sides on Overpass today. What can I say?
Yeah, I think we're going OT.
Standard. Here we go though.
That's
B
what I
rush.
predict.
2 already out in short for Lettuce Cook. 4 B stack. 2 behind the site. 1 for 1 from the start. Kory wraps himself to the right hand side. The trades though, for a second, looked favoured to Lettuce Cook, but it's not to be. Awkward exchange for Blitz as he falls in behind the sights, and actually Skrunk's going to pull the ripcord. They're out of
Snacks
here.
use it. He's going to beat them on the rotate because he did hear them pulling out, but it is amazing that they just leave. You know, 2-on-2, unfavorable situation, but look at the rotate from Lettuce Cook. They're going to send both players up top, and I don't think Sangal are going to be prepared for Snacks to be all the way out here. No, knife out, and there's the kill, but now Snacks knows he just has to leave. He's got the advantage for them. Trying to slip away. This is what Snacks has always done best in his career. Be a sneaky nuisance. Be exactly where you don't expect him.
There's still a hell of a lot of map to cover, though, for 2 players. Snacks tucks himself in on that little long cubby. He panics. I mean, they could be anywhere, these CT's players. Look at him. Trying to find a gap. And Blitz is the low player. 41 HP. He's sitting all the way back. There could still be a plant here. Oh, definitely is now.
All right. Snacks. Got to do it again. Panic's a chance to close this out with a brilliant clutch. And he's done a good job moving over towards sidewalk. He's got a great fight, but Snacks! Too snappy on the shooting. Plenty of time. He can even recover the kit. So here we go. We got a game. We got at least something. But with the bomb plant in, Sangal going to be bringing the heat right back into the next round, you'd imagine.
counter-terrorists win.
I'd like them to eco, I think. I'm pretty sure they'll buy, but on this scoreline, I'd love an eco into a buy. And they're going to invest. I'm not surprised. Most teams would. And what do we got? AK on Kyubi. Galil on Panics. A lot of utility. So they could run a set round if they want to. Plenty of options here, and well, I don't even want to, call out the scenarios where Lettuce could bring this back. Let's say to save face, they need to win this round and keep it clean.
Oh, he's down. He's down for the count. That flashbang was brutal. They spot another player. It's just a hail of flashes all over this site. Snacks trying to recover, but it's chaos. It's madness. And Snacks and Bialy are down. This is it. This is it. Blitz wants to change that fortune. But Blitz and Friend, do they know that a player's already this far forward? They don't. Oh, Friend thinks he's cleared it. Friend thinks he's cleared it. And so he, or rather his teammate, is a dead man. They both are. Why not? for good measure. Strunk claims both, and now Sangal get 13 chances to close this, and Alan, I think they're only going to need one.
Yeah, well, look at the buy. Insta reset. Deagle armor, barely any utility for the CT side. And Scrunk, man, I mean, he's had some high impact rounds in this game. Perhaps none more so than that. And this Camel's backfield snapped. Of course, they're playing for elimination here. Let Us Cook looking very much like they will soon be out of this season of ECL EU. Whereas Sangal, I'm not sure I want to play them in the next round. They look real hot right now.
No. Blitz does get one. Something found at least. On this door pod, this could get spicy. Oh, Bialy does get one. Flicking around there. They may not expect sound in this position, but they'll wisely close the door and, you know, not content with it. Kory's ferrying guns away to make sure they don't give the upgrade over. They do want to approach in towards site. This is going to be the reinforced spot. Player seen, sighted. Slightly tagged. Slightly more tagged as Snacks is sticking around. That was ambitious. A double swing with no utility to cover it, and they are down for the count. Friend in another clutch. 1v2. Just a Deegan here. And it's not going to take more than one shot. What an execution there for Kory. Pure domination from start to finish on Overpass. Reminder, that wasn't even their map pick. They slaughtered Let Us Cook. I mean, there was no fear at any point. The respect is out the window from the early rounds on, and Sangal just demolished Let Us Cook.